Hi, my name's Andy and I work for Pace, and we do assemblies like the one you're going to see in a minute, RE lessons and lunchtime clubs. Often in assemblies I get volunteers up for people to come and help me, but maybe you could do this at home. What you're going to need is some spaghetti and some marshmallows. And what you've got to do is to try and make the highest freestanding, that means there's nothing else holding it up, freestanding tower that you can. I don't know how you found that. Maybe the tower grew really quickly and then it all started to cave in. Maybe you found the spaghetti wasn't that stable. It didn't hold the weight of the marshmallows. Maybe it didn't really work. Or maybe you found that you had good foundations and actually everything worked and came together and held how it should. The Bible talks a lot about foundations, and Jesus said that if anyone hears my word and puts them into practice, they're like a wise man. It's like a wise man who hears what Jesus says and puts them into practice. He says that's like a wise man who built his house on the rock with deep and solid foundations. And when the rain came and the floods came, that house stood firm. But some people are like a foolish man, Jesus said, and they build their house on the sand. It builds up really quickly. But when the rains come and the floods come, that house falls flat. Now, I wonder what you think the floods and the rain and the storms are. I think those are the hard times we have in life, and we all get hard times. Things don't always work out as we'd like. Sometimes life is tough and difficult. And the challenge is what we build our life on strong enough to cope with all that life has and throws at us, all the things that go right and all the things that go wrong, and maybe the things that go somewhere in the middle. You know, it's very easy to build your life on all sorts of things. Some people think, in fact a lot of adults think, that life will be great if I just had a lot of money. But Jesus says, what does it profit someone if they gain the whole earth and yet lose their life? In fact, he told a story about that, about a guy who got really, really rich and then died, couldn't take it with him. Some people think life's about being really popular, but you know, some moments you're popular and then other moments it can all go. Some people base their life on having the best or the right shoes, phone or haircut. But you know what? You can't always be ahead of the fashion. We all get it wrong sometimes. We build our lives on all sorts of things. But will they actually be worth standing on when life gets tough and hard? As a Christian, I've come to realise that what Jesus says, I can trust, I can rely on. And although life's not always easy, in fact life can be quite tough at times, I believe that Jesus is faithful, is trustworthy, and actually when difficult times come, his promises stand firm. Should we just have a pray? Dear God, as we think about all the things we can build our lives on, help us to make those wise and good choices, to be sensible people that build our lives on you and what you say. So help us to make those good choices, to be wise and not foolish in all our decisions, in what we do each day, the choices that we make. Amen.